Hi, I'm Kate, and welcome to Lion's Roar, Georgian Court University's online guide to financial aid. Student loans can be really scary, kind of like a dinosaur. But student loans can also be really cool, kind of like a dinosaur. Or helping you go to college when you can't pay for it all at once. But in order to make student loans work for you, you've got to know how to tame them. The first step is understanding exactly what you're getting yourself into. Student loans are different from other kinds of financial aid. Whatever money you get, you have to pay back after you leave school. Undergraduate students are capped at taking out $31,000, but graduate school can cost several times that much. So if you can use grants and work study to pay for school, you should do it. You might have heard stories about students graduating with really high student loan debt. But how much is too much? It can be hard to say. Everyone's situation is a little bit different. Depending on what kind of job you get, you could be earning more money and be able to pay off your loans faster. But to be qualified for a higher paying job, you might need a more expensive degree, which would require more debt in the first place. Having a lot of student loan debt can affect your credit too. Let's say you take out $27,000, and after you graduate, you get a job making $40,000 a year. You'll probably have 10 years to pay off the loan, so you can expect to be paying at least $300 a month. You would have a debt-to-income ratio of 10%. The amount of money you pay back each month is 10% of what you make each month. That may not sound like much, but consider some other payments you might have. Food, rent, a car to get to that $40,000 job. It really adds up. And if you need another loan to buy that car and a mortgage to buy a house, your debt-to-income ratio will go up. If it gets too high, you might not be able to take out a loan for a new car. Once your debt-to-income ratio gets above 40%, getting a mortgage for a new house would be almost impossible. One way to see how much debt you can carry is to estimate how much you'll make in the kinds of jobs you're interested in. Job postings might not have salary information listed, but sites like Glassdoor.com allow employees to anonymously post how much they're making. Remember, entry-level jobs are only going to pay so much. Most people won't be rolling in cash right off the bat. Also, it can take 6 months or longer to find your first full-time job, and your first student loan bill will arrive 6 months after you graduate. So you may have to start making payments before you have a steady income. So, you should start looking for a job while you're still in school. That way, you'll be ready when the first bill shows up. Also, start saving money now, a little bit at a time, so you can have an emergency fund in case it takes longer to find a job than you expected. When it comes time to pay back your loans, you'll probably get a bill in the mail from your loan servicer, a company that collects the money for your loans. Your first loan bill will have lots of information on it. One of the most important numbers to watch is the amount of interest you owe. You might have borrowed $27,000, but you'll actually have to pay back more than that. Interest is profit for whoever gave you the loan. It's how they make money. The interest you have to pay grows over time, based on how much of the loan you have left. The interest rate tells you how fast your interest increases. You should see it listed as a percentage. 6% grows faster than 4%, so you'll have to pay more money in the long run. The amount of money you originally borrowed is called the principal, and the interest rate is a percentage of the principal. Your bill should tell you how much of your monthly payment is going towards your interest and how much of your monthly payment is going towards your principal. You'll notice at the beginning that a big chunk of your monthly payment is going towards the interest. That's okay. The principal is still big, so you're accruing interest more quickly. After a while, though, as the principal gets paid down, there's less interest each month, and your payments will take a bigger chunk of the principal. If you can, it's generally a good idea to pay more than the minimum required payment each month. The faster you pay down the principal, the less money you'll spend on interest in the long run. If you have multiple loans, try to pay off the one with the highest interest rate first. Make sure you specify how you want the loan servicer to use your extra payment, though. Say you have 4 loans with one servicer, and one of them has a 6% interest rate. You decide to send in an extra $1,000 one month towards that loan. But if you don't tell your loan servicer what you want, they might put $250 towards each of your loans instead of putting $1,000 towards the one you wanted. Remember, the loan servicer wants to get as much interest out of you as possible. That's how they make their money. You may have to check their website to see how to pay extra money towards a specific loan. Student loans don't have to be scary dinosaurs. They could be cool dinosaurs. If you understand how they work, you can keep multiple loans at bay. Stay. Go lie down. Good girl. Once your loans are tamed, you can make them do what you want, helping to pay for college and giving you a ticket to a brighter future. But if you can't make your monthly payments, that's when you can run into problems. The interest will continue growing, so the amount you owe will increase over time. Missing payments will affect your credit score, which can make it harder to get a car or a house or a credit card. And student loans can't be discharged by declaring bankruptcy like other kinds of debt can. In extreme cases, your loan servicer can take legal action against you to get their money back. So, what are your options if you can't pay? Should you take a forbearance or go on an income-based repayment plan? And what about this company that says they'll get all your loans forgiven for just $99.99? Is it legit? Before you do anything, click below to see how you can avoid trouble when paying back your loans.